All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Raymond Terrace Bowling Club for round 2 of the first session of day 1 of the 2023-2024 Rookies Finals, Rookie Singles Finals. We're here watching Chanel Chakouche from St John's Park against Paul Kerwin from Parks Rail. Chanel, a very familiar name for anyone that follows the juniors. She's an absolute champion of the game. Someone I love watching play bowls, just plays with a really good attitude. Bring up all the graphics. In this first to 17 singles game, I'll bring you some and let you know the results of the previous games as they come up. I can tell you now that both these players are coming off losses. Paul Kerwin from Parks losing to Heath Austin from Wiseman Park, Wollongong City Bowling Club 17 shots to 12, and Chanel losing to Brett Goodchild from South Tamworth 17-10. So an important game for both of these players as far as results go at the end in this round robin competition. We're live on YouTube as well, so please jump on. Phil Lubke back again, non-stop here all the time. We love it. Just chuck the YouTube link in the comments section. Once again, don't click on anything that any links from anyone that's not us. People are just trying to steal your money. A good start here, definitely touching Jack there. Is Mr. Paul Kerwin, and sitting next to me once again. Thanks for joining me in your busy day, Mr. Leonard Scott.
You're making it busy.
Yeah, that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah. Good shot here.
Yeah, Chanel, she's on line. She's played the correct line.
Good shot. Unlucky.
Yeah, just didn't move it far enough. Well played. So I've just got some work to do as I find the games and make sure I can get the live scoring happening properly. And then I'll run through some results for you. All of these results are available on the results portal, results.bowlslink.com.au. You can go through and see how your favourite player's gone in this for your club. I'll just grab, that's the results there, but I can tell you Heath Austin from Wiseman Park beat Paul Kerwin, who we're watching now, 17-12, and as I just mentioned, Chanel going down 10-17 to Brett Goodchild from South Tamworth. We also have Kane Carmichael from Malua Bay, won 17 against Dean Pope 7. We saw the Ross Walker game. Stuart Vaughan from Campbelltown, 17 over William Deanan, from Davistown RSL. Artie Stacey from Temora Ex-Servos against Sean O'Toole from Curry, 10 shots. And the other two games, Sarah Bracken beat Rowan Marshall in a close one, 17-16. And Stephen Ticknell from Manmora won 17 over Scott Caruso from Cardiff, 14. And that wraps up where we're at the moment. That just skipping past. There's a one shot straight away to Paul Kerwin.
Did Paul win his first one?
No, neither of these two won their first game. They're both coming off a loss, and that makes this game all the more important. So I haven't started the scoring there, but it's not showing up yet at the important end. I'll sort that out in a second for you as we watch these bowls come down. Once again, this end a little bit runnier. A couple of metres back there.
This one's a bit racy too. See how they adjust. Paul picked the grass line.
Yeah, just looking to take some weight off here, and he has. Still going to run a bit.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought that would pull up. Really didn't.
This is a good correction.
The scoreboard's still not updating. I'm trying to sort that out for you. I'm not sure why. I may have to just reload the whole thing.
See both players, although Chanel did adjust a bit with the second, but both players struggling a little bit with it coming down the hill.
Yeah, they've got a bit to learn. It is different, apparently, down from one end to the other.
So I'm not sure what green Paul played on. I know Chanel played on the other green.
This one here, he actually finished
Oh no,
quite late.
no, she played on the other. No, she played on this green
That's
too.
it.
Yeah. So they both should be aware of what's going on. This has got to be the shot, surely. Yep. Good bowl. That'll be hard to beat.
Yeah, look, she's a good player, Chanel. I've seen a lot of her, but that's 2 touches in 2 ends for Paul Kerwin. Wouldn't have had a word to him. He's disappointed, he said, with his last game.
And it's a bit runny as well.
There we go. Scoreboard's working now. Yep, that just pushing past. A little rest on there is okay. That guarantees second shot. So another one there to Paul. So it does look like they play, yeah, the whole sections will all be playing on the one green. They just swap around
Yep.
by the looks. Chanel being from St John's Park will have a pretty big following, I'd assume.
Seen a few people with St John's Park shirts floating around.
Yeah, I think her family's here.
Oh, okay.
Mum's a huge supporter of it. Jodie Kenny saying go Chanel. Ellie White, yep. Sandra Bruce on the line. Again.
Peter Foster on there. I like Chanel's bowls. They're a good colour.
Yeah, that's right. Harvey McAllister, one of the ACT's greats, had a great week at Cabramatta last week. One of the best players I saw the whole time, actually. Harvey, he's done well. And, mate, obviously, Danny Rochford saying, go Kerwin, toot toot, Parks Railway, toot toot.
Yeah, right.
I like that very much.
Good shot.
Yeah, he's started very, very well.
Interesting thing to note here is that Chanel's picked this side of the green, obviously. She played this side last time. Whereas Paul played backhand. And now he's playing backhand again, so around the clock.
Oof. Unlucky to roll out there. Pretty good shot in the end.
Or his forehand is.
And again, look at him go. There's a lot of people out there from Parks watching at the moment. Paul, first couple of ends on this, he's absolutely killing it. So how was the break? Players happy?
I actually got the opportunity to speak to one of your Bowls New South Wales people in the break, mate. So I didn't speak to any players.
No, good. Who was that?
Mr. Ellis, is that right? Miss Ellison?
Yep.
He tried to grab me this morning and have a chat, and I was too busy trying to find all my markers, so I didn't really get an opportunity to talk. So, Chanel's got a good shot on here. It'll be interesting to see what she plays. Obviously, the two bowls are exposed. Little backhand shot to trail the jack will land the bowl. Looks the goods, but everybody sees it different.
Anthony Cotty on the line saying, go Chanel. That's the man I was looking for. I knew he'd be here. One of the great bowls administrators going around. He'd be right behind his play here.
So she's shaping up on the backhand bend. Looks like she's going to play the shot that I suggested.
So just stepping off the mat to make sure.
Yeah, I like that. Didn't quite feel right, so she resets. Pretty close.
Not far away here at all. Doesn't want the gap. Has got Jack clean.
Oh, beautiful. Good shot. Very good shot. Picked the right shot and played it well.
Carried all the way through. It's not dead. 1 to Chanel. Should have had it even if it was. Starts off her campaign in this game at least. And the boys back there, they were telling me, the supporters on the bank were telling me they were watching the game on their phones as well and didn't realise they were getting themselves on TV at the same time. Oh, really? They were quite, oh my God, excited about it, which we love. I did get to speak to a few of the players. They're loving the state up here, and they're just, most of them having a really good time. Some intensity out there, though. Geez, they want it.
Yeah, they get pretty into it, don't they? Like I had people here on Monday rolling up. Came up a few days earlier, decided to stay in the area and visit the club and get used to the greens, or try to get used to the greens.
Why would you not? It's a great area. Like I said, I went for a drive around yesterday after finishing set up and had a good look at the town and what was around. I went and chased one of those hairdressers you were telling me about.
I told you, cafes, hairdressers, and pubs, mate. There's
pubs everywhere.
There's an abundance of them.
Yeah, the Junction Inn I saw. There's another one called the Spinning Wheel.
Spinning Wheel, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the Spinning Wheel, the Junction, the Clare, the Tavern, the Golf, the Golfy, the Bolo. Yeah, there's quite a
you're not
wide choice of watering holes.
Exactly. You're not going to be short of a watering hole. Now you're about to have some company, mate. You want to just move over this way a little bit?
Oh, we got last year's champion.
That's what I mean.
Look out.
So the reigning champion is here. Please introduce yourself to everyone at home.
Name's Peter Keatley. Fortunate enough to win the rookie singles.
Can't hear you, mate. I'll just
can't hear him either.
Check that out and we'll start again.
I can hear you guys.
You can hear me?
Yep.
Just check all the levels on this. It should be working fine. No, that's your one. I'll try the other one.
This one.
Let's try that one
No,
there.
I got him.
Gotcha. All right, try again.
Okay, Peter Keatley, fortunate enough to win the rookie singles
Wasn't fortunate.
in February.
It wasn't fortunate.
Well, I much appreciate the commentary you guys give. I listened to the replay, seen the replays a couple of times, and
Good man. Yeah, look, we're privileged to have you. I'm really excited to have you here as a Zone 7 player myself, and Malua Bay, obviously a very powerful club down our way. You guys just beat us in the twos.
Yeah.
Sadly,
yeah.
and one of those players, Kane, down here at the moment.
That's it.
So tell me about your rookie's experience.
Well, it was probably once in a lifetime thing, you know, that for us new bowlers to get a bit of a feel for really good competition.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just awesome. And what it's done is opened up a lot of doors for me. You know, all of a sudden you've actually been invited to go and play bowls instead of looking for a game. And so just recently I've been fortunate enough to get invited to go and play in the Wagga Fours and,
that's
and
exciting.
triples at Queanbeyan, and, you know, I've had mixed success. Still not the world's best bowler. There's still plenty of blokes at the club that'll give me a whooping most days, and I think just come down this year to support me mate Kane over there, and I think he's got every chance of taking it out. And if another Malua player could take it out 2 years in a row, what a coup for a little club.
Wouldn't that club go crazy down there?
They absolutely would.
Malua Bay, one of the more excellent setups. I think they're calling for a long measure here. These bowls, excuse me. Chanel's run through all the way. All 4 bowls have crossed and running out to the corner. They've kicked one of Paul's out already. Yeah, Malua Bay, wonderful little club down there. If you're ever down on the south coast, run down Malua, run by Cabra Group. And one of the more interesting setups I've seen, you've got the greens that are a long way from the bar.
Yeah, that causes a bit of angst amongst some of our seasoned drinkers. But I worked out long ago that alcohol doesn't make me a better bowler, so it doesn't worry me too much.
True that. There's two to Paul. So invitations everywhere, you said. So what was Queanbeyan like? Tell me about that one.
Well, it was on a rather newish synthetic surface, and it was a 2-day triples tournament. We lost our first game, unfortunately, and to some guys that got smashed in every other game they played. That's and they said they couldn't do anything wrong the first game, but after that, it just all went to water. We were lucky enough to pick up the winners for day 2. So,
oops, excuse me, that's cameras.
I think that was $100 each, covered the costs.
Queanbeyan, not a bad place to visit to. It gets a lot. Oh, jeez, this camera's really playing up at the moment. Sorry, everyone. The cops a lot of grief. Does Queanbeyan? I used to live in Queanbeyan.
Did you?
Back in the day when I was when I was posted to Canberra.
Okay.
And, yeah, good little town, good clubs down there.
Yeah, well,
RSL's fantastic.
I've actually lived at Lake George all my life. I'm a farmer from Lake George, which is not far from there. It was typically cold, windy, miserable, and
sounds like Queanbeyan.
just reminded me of why I've gone to Bateman's Bay.
So how'd you end up at Malua? You retire and head down?
I retired to Bateman's Bay. Been going there all my life. My parents sort of moved there and built a house there and moved there in '73, and we ended up moving down there about 8 years ago. And I was a mad golfer. Never had the opportunity much to play golf while I was working, but once I lived right next door to the golf course and found myself playing golf 5 or 6 days a week.
Lord.
And I actually burnt out.
Oh, really?
At golf, just got a bit tired of it. And I had a mate who's been a good bowler all his life, Gary Huddleston. You may have come across him in early days, and he was at me to come and play. And I says, maybe when I get older, you know. I really regret now that I didn't take it up earlier.
I think that's the story, isn't it, Lennon? You hear it all the time on the greens. I wish I'd taken this up 15 years before.
Same with me. I absolutely love it now, and I'm down to 1 day a week at most at golf, and it frustrates the hell out of me.
Sorry, mate. Well done, Paul Kerwin there. Chanel had just drawn the shot with the front one, I think, and he's just dropped one around. So he's supporting your mate, and obviously he had a good game to start with. Okay, the little ranger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he's got all the shots. This is where I've never actually come up against him one-on-one in the club. And I was just telling some guys downstairs that he was supposed to play last year, and I was supposed to play him in our district. And anyway, he rang up that morning and withdrew because he'd been up all night spewing. Yeah. And so I sort of said, well, look, that kilo of prawns that I sent you yesterday, they weren't bad, you know. So anyway, I think everything just fell into place for me because I don't know that I could get over him now.
Oh, mate, well, I played against him on the weekend. I can tell you he's a terrifying man to play against.
Yeah.
And Chanel just looking to match up Paul's bowl here.
She needs to land it.
She's close and drops.
Yeah,
that's the shot.
Good bowl.
Yeah, just got punished with the third one a bit. Like I said to you earlier, Ben, and and you'll be able to attest to this, is that you really got to trust your line, don't you, on these greens?
Absolutely. And one thing that you may or may not remember, I found on this TV rink playing against Rick Lucy in the semi-finals, I bowled a jack down early in the game, coming this way a bit longer than I really wanted, and then put 2 in the ditch straight up. You know, it's very difficult to adjust.
Yeah, that hurts.
And I remember you guys talking about my bowls at the time and how swoopy they were at the end. And
Yeah.
I've just gone to a set of SRVs now, which are a bit more true. And
What were you using?
they were SRs.
SRs,
Yeah.
and you won it with them.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I've only just in the last 6 or 7 weeks gone to SRVs and still learning how to use them properly. But
Yep, well, they'd run well down at the Malua. You got pretty good greens down there as well.
oh yeah,
By the
no.
way.
It's a good opener.
Yep, well done, Chanel. She's got to find a range here a bit. She's looking a bit shaky by her standards. Her standards would be very high. I know that she's again in that junior program.
No, some very good bowlers out there. The guy that she played in the first round, I was having a look at that, and yeah, he's a bit like Kane. He played some really good on shots to take her off the jack.
Well, she's got one right on it now, thanks to Paul.
So that was Brett Goodchild she played from South Tamworth. Another one of the better bowlers going around
Yeah,
in this competition, by the way.
Yeah, well, he looks like it.
He's playing next to us now, and he's just run a bowl off right off the back of the jack. That's a bit of a power game there at the moment. So a good back cover. She's got the tee. This game, of course, 17 up. Respot the tee. I haven't actually looked at the Facebook feed. I'll just make sure everyone's doing well. Wow, there's a lot of Go Chanels there. Thanks, Deb. Glad to bring it to you. G'day, Peter.
Hard shot to
Rookies.
play that. That's a hard shot to play.
Well, Paul Davis saying runner up. Yeah, that's a tough shot. Runner up at in 2009 here.
Who's that?
Paul Davies.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yep, there you go. So
Yeah.
Jim there.
Yeah.
Jim, I think it's Zrilich. He'll tell me off for saying that wrong. Very lucky, but a well-deserved win over Ricky Lucy. 4 down, 13 to 11. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Oh, I actually played what I thought was a miracle bowl in that game. It just I was 3 down, and he could have easily drawn a 4th to win.
Well, close here. Sorry, just rolling through. It's going to flop the wrong direction. Any update on the Camden boys? Sorry, Sharon, not really. They're on the other green, but you can see all the results at the moment on the results portal, results.bowlslink.com.au. Have a look through the Navigate to Bowls New South Wales, and you'll find all the game results there.
There's a message there from Timmy Arndell. The Arndells I met last February in the rookies, and they've been really good mates since.
Yeah, very good.
Just spent a week and a half up at Yamba, bowling different places around. They looked after me like a real treat.
Oh, good on them. So trying again, Paul. He looks like he turned his back pretty quick on that as he threw it.
Yeah, it's a hard shot on these greens.
Maybe just taking his medicine there, and
Yeah.
yep, knows he was only going to go 1 down.
I've become a bit of a fan of Lee Schreiner's since he commented on the final, I think,
A fan of Lee
last year. And
He did.
He's got a few fans. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the commentary actually.
yeah, no, and much appreciated what all the guys had to say. And there was a lot of people that didn't agree with some of the shots that I chose to play, and I can see why. But
It's it. Go back and learn from them. That's the joy.
Exactly,
Of this.
exactly.
We don't delete these videos, so you'll be able to see that game on our Facebook page or the YouTube channel as you run through if you're keen.
So Chanel's swapping sides here.
So, Lennon, you'll know this better than me.
Yes.
David Johns just asked about the bowling history of the competitors. The entry requirements were extended for this one, weren't they?
Yes.
because of COVID.
Yes.
So this is probably the most experienced rookies you'll see.
Well, the one that I played in was
Yeah, it was-
extended.
yeah.
So they've both been extended. I thought this one went back to 3 years.
Yeah, I think it's 3 years. I don't know. I'll have to get Andrew Lynn. He's meant to be on the commentary.
It was
now
30
with us, but-
months at one stage. But I'm not sure if this one's 36. I know your one was.
Well, mine was 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. I just always thought the other was 3 years, but
Yeah.
anyway, been playing too long to come back, and when I got home, I found I was considered too good to enter the minor singles.
Oh,
And,
really?
and I was.
Oh, Club Malua, Dave
and,
Thomas.
Yeah, and I was too young to play in our senior singles. So
Dave
I
Thomas.
couldn't get a gig.
Where's the tank? Tank will be watching this. Come on, buddy.
He was going to come this weekend, but I think he's just played so much bowls, being involved with the Cabra Fours there last week.
Oh, yeah, they did. Well, he
and
did
then
the full
the
week and then
pennants.
the pennants final.
Yeah, yeah. I think he probably decided best if he stays home.
So Chanel's still holding one there by the looks. As I hang out the window just to confirm that.
This is heavy and narrow.
Yeah, I thought so too. Oh, it's
Stop
tell
and
you
quit.
what.
Yeah, it's stop and quit.
Oh,
That's the thing about this coming in this direction. They stop quick. And you'll notice where the jack is, there's a bit of a seam. You'll see like a little bit of a join.
Oh, yep.
So, yeah, you sort of get a little bit of different action as they're coming in towards the jack over that seam there.
Well, that shot surprised me because out of a hand it looked quick.
It did.
It's pulled up pretty well. Paul going the other way, he's definitely narrow. Just looking to get to the back, but look how far that cut across.
Yeah, they stop and turn. That's the thing.
so is it actually uphill and
Yes,
downhill, or
yes.
is it just the way the carpet
No,
lays?
no, it's uphill, downhill.
Yeah, is that a blunder?
No,
Oh,
no. It's,
okay.
I don't know why.
I
It's
thought-
just, the other green's not like that. It's just
I-
this green's like
I
that.
thought greens were supposed to be flat.
No,
Well,
that
they
can't be. Yeah, that's an interesting point. We don't have any crown greens in Australia, right? We should get one. You get enough space down in Malua for a crown green?
Well, there was some mention very early of putting a synthetic up beside, but I mean that.
Oh, wow.
If that
It's gonna
happens
take
in my lifetime, I'll be surprised. Yeah.
It's going to... Well, it flopped. I'm not sure now. There may be 3 there, but could only be 2 at the same time. I don't have a good angle either way.
She could be one down too.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I do think that rear one on the left is the shot. I'm not sure about the rest. I only say that because that's the direction she played, and Paul, she's forced Paul to roll over here, and that uphill
Yeah, that
just
stopped
stopped.
quick.
Our ex-general manager will say, I think last time I was in commentary, he reckons that depends on what the tide is in the river, and it affects the speed of the river.
Well, that's Sussex Inlet. Have you played there, Sussex Inlet Bowling Club?
No, I haven't actually.
No, get
No.
down the RSL. That's affected by the tide. It's
I know.
hilarious.
Well, there's some golf greens that they say the grass grows a particular way towards the water and can affect the way a golf ball goes.
There you go. The nap, so to speak. So I'm measuring. It's closer than I thought.
Oh, she's going for 2, I think.
Wait for the paddles. What's his name? Is that Chris? Sorry, was it?
No, so she didn't get any. There you
Just
go.
one.
One to Paul. No, but it is like they actually had a laser put on this screen, like maybe 2 years ago, and it was more or less flat. So I don't know why. I can't work it out.
Just feels uphill, downhill.
No,
Yeah.
it definitely is. It definitely is.
That sounds like a bit of a contradiction.
Oh, exactly. That's what I said. I found it hard to believe, but anyway, it is what it is.
Pete Michael Winter here saying he still hasn't gone back and watched the final last year.
He hasn't.
He's building up to it, he
Oh.
says.
No, he's a good fella. I thought he might have been back this year. I don't know whether he run out of time or just didn't get through.
Yeah, there's another good start.
Yeah,
Anything between the jack and the ditch up here is a good shot.
he's pretty scary at the moment. And look what he's done with the mat. He's taken it back, not all the way. And jack to the tee. So it's a pretty long end, maybe relying on a change of end and a bit of tactical play. That's a good reply.
Yeah, perfect weight. I think that's a shot.
Looks like it out the window. It doesn't look like it on the camera, but I can tell you out the window it's a bit different.
Curious as to what sort of bowls Paul's using, because
When this bowl stops, I'll zoom in and have a look for you.
he seems to be taking a reasonably tightish line.
They look XG-ish to me. They don't look like arrows. Definitely.
They're hence lights, yeah.
Yeah. Probably XGs.
Yeah.
Hard to tell. Chanel part of the Aero family, so she'll be in the Aero lot. She's got an Aero bowl.
She's got
her
two and a half Optimas, I think. I checked him out yesterday.
There you go. Her old set was a blue set that had the Coco Chanel logo on them.
Oh, yeah.
It was that was pretty funny.
I like this set, actually. They're a nice colour.
This looks narrow to me.
Yeah, but he's been getting away with a tight line. This is why I asked what sort of bowls he's using.
Well, maybe there might be alphas or something like that.
I don't know, but geez, they're not turning like Chanel's.
He's a bit unlucky there.
Probably using a bigger bowl too, which sort of helps. This looks a good line. He's homing in onto the jack here, I reckon, or the back bowl.
The bowl.
Back
bowl
bowl.
would be great.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
a good shot, that.
Good decision making.
3 shots. Yeah, well, she's not wanting for experience. She's had plenty of experience and plenty of good coaching, so I'd like to think that she'd be playing the right shots.
She does. She's the junior committee, and I know Michael Wilkes is the head of that, I think, at the moment. I think he took the chair.
Yeah, well, Wilkesy, he's pretty experienced. He knows what he's doing. He'd be steering them all in the right direction, I'm sure.
So Chanel with one left, and here's that free kick you were talking about. She doesn't have much danger at draw weight.
No, and this is the thing here. In this situation, free kick, you just got to trust your line, throw it out. I mean, you can draw 2 foot wide of the jack and count.
Yeah.
So trust your line, let the bowl come back to the jack. You don't want to be getting too close to the jack and robbing yourself of any.
That's one thing that stuck in my mind that some wise man told me at the club was if you don't cross the line, you're hardly ever going to give it away.
Correct.
That wasn't DT, was it?
No, she's done it well. She's played a very, very conservative
Yeah,
line.
it probably was.
Yep, good, careful line. It'll be a nice little swoop. It's got late turn. Is it too heavy?
Yeah, it's a bit too
Run
heavy.
through.
We saw that in the last game as well, but that's a 3.
She picked the line perfect. Somebody stood in the sand down there, Ben. Hey, get the greenkeepers onto that one.
Get the blower out.
Yeah, get the blower out, the broom.
Well, that brings it back to 5 all magnificently. We love a close game. They are pretty colours, aren't they?
Oh, they're good. They're a good
The
set.
abstract, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, Aero making a lot of weird and wonderful sort of colours these days, keeping it interesting.
I think it's great.
Yeah, so do I.
It's the best thing. I mean, I switched from Aero to Henselite recently.
Oh, what are you doing?
The XG seemed to suit our front
Arrows,
green at
mate.
Husky a bit better.
Walter will tell me to tell you that you're a fool.
Walter knows that I'm a fool. Pure white Dynamics, the silly logo on them, and no other paint, no rings. And I've gone to pure black XGs with the same logo and no rings, no paint.
No paint.
Don't like it.
Yeah, right.
Your Husky Division 3 side got over my side at Marimbula last weekend.
You would have played against my... Yeah, it was meant to be at Tura, but got rained out and went
yeah.
undercover at Marimbula. Jason Bailey, my brother-in-law, was playing there, I think, against you.
Uh-huh.
Look at the line these
The
things
big
are
fella.
taking.
It was,
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's tight, isn't he?
We were both beaten soundly by Bega, but the game we had with Husky was a really close tussle.
That's what we like to hear.
She got a perfect delivery, hasn't she?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Compact, smooth. She releases so well.
Stays down behind
She's
the bowl.
only young. I think she's 16 years old.
Yeah, and that's the thing about, like, I don't know. I'm suppose. Well, I used to get caught in the trap. Still do. You're so keen to get up after your bowl, and it's generally something that the younger people fall into. A trap that the younger people fall into. They look at a run off the mat with their bowl, but she stays down beautiful.
It's harder for us old people to get up.
That's a great shot here. Look at this.
Yeah.
I fell down again. I wanted one of the bowls to sit up so I can tell everyone exactly what he's got. 15. Sarah's saying she's 15. Yep.
15.
Yep. I knew she was quite young. I thought she'd done it. Darren Draper, good to see you on the line, mate.
Pretty close here. Little bump and run. There we go. Good shot. Perfect.
Magnificent bowl. Darren Draper being one of the guys from one of my favourite organisations, which is Bowls Great for Brains. Huxley Rowe, Talia Kennedy, you legend. She's a champion softball umpire.
Huxley Rowe, Huxley Rowe's one of our guys, mate.
Why isn't he here?
Oh, yeah.
Where are you, Hux?
It's probably at work. Probably at work. Or school.
I just see that Michael Winter's time was up, so that's why he didn't make it again this year. Yep.
So it's interesting out there. I finally got to meet a bloke that I've been Facebook friends with for a while, Michael Beaumont.
Oh, yeah.
Who's was one of the. Well, he tells me that this is essentially
his baby.
His baby. Yep. Oh, just wanted the rub, but that's not a bad spot in the end anyway. His baby started it back in the day, and he said he's played in it. I can't remember. He said a bunch of things, but this time he's got 2 players that he coached in it. And he says the last thing that he needs to have done everything, marked it, umpired it, the whole bit. So.
What about win it?
Win it? I don't know. I have to ask him.
I guarantee you didn't do that.
So Paul with a good weight there, but Chanel's still holding.
So Chanel's hung tough, and she's found herself in the lead.
We've got a Dave Beaumont playing this afternoon from Yamba. Any relation?
I don't know. So it's I've just done something silly with the scoreboard here. She got a 3 last time, didn't she?
I don't know.
And that's a 1. Hens don't matter.
So we're 5 all, are we?
No, 6-5 now. Yep, without 1.
Yep. So Chanel's found herself in the lead after Paul raced out to a good start. But like I said, she's hung tough and played some good bowls.
Well, you want to see that mental toughness from the junior players too, and it's I think of the juniors. I think of Tim Thorning and who's the other lady that's around here a lot?
Zoe Nichols.
And that bit of mental toughness that these players have, and for a young lady like Chanel, you'd like to see that come through as well. She's the same age as my youngest daughter, by the way, Chanel. And that mental toughness is a tough thing at that age because there's a lot going on.
Yeah, Zoe's just come out of juniors now.
That's right.
She was here watching Chanel roll up yesterday and saying hello.
That's it. She's
a character.
She's a character. The Mentos girl. But, yeah, she's working at Bunnings today, and she'll be here this afternoon, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's better.
Chanel.
Oh, still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got the tee. She's got. All of a sudden, she's found the line. I think that's what I'm picking up on this. She did cross there, but she sticks to the weight.
Yeah, see, they're just not turning these bowls.
All right. I'm going to definitely have to find out what the heck that is. Let's go with this.
I did in the death, but he's taken a lot narrower line than what Chanel is.
Mm-hmm. There's one sitting up there. I'll see if I can get the other camera zoomed right in and I'll be able to read the logo. If not, I'll take the headset off and run down and have a proper look. Because of the speckle, sadly, all I can see is it says Henslide on it.
Alphas.
They are alphas. There you go. Oh, yep, they'll say it there too. Yep.
Yeah, that's why. There you go. You picked it, actually.
Mm.
Yeah, don't see too many alphas these days.
You think the green's already slowed down a little bit from first game this morning?
No, I don't think it would have. If it's going to slow down, it'll be this afternoon session.
Yeah.
You won't.
I just thought straight up the first few bowls I seen. Oh my God, that is slippery. But
Yeah, they might have just gotten used to the pace too. So yeah, well, you'd like to think they have.
Wants to rest that back one. She has.
I don't think it would have slowed down too, like not noticeably anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it's going to slow down, it'll be, probably between the third and fourth games today where you'll notice it. But these guys won't have to worry about that, I don't think.
No,
No, not playing this afternoon.
no.
Just wanted that to pull up and it didn't. You had the right line. Everything except. So it looks like one to Chanel there again.
Yeah, I reckon it could even be two.
Yeah, I was just looking at that front one just as I stand up. I reckon the front one is even closer.
So is this going to be the norm now for rookies? 32 going through instead of 16, you think?
Look, I think so. I think that we'll see again. We do a review after every game and a post-activity report.
Yep.
And it's just about getting as many people as we can.
Yeah.
Playing the game, We want to give everyone as much opportunity to play as they can.
Do we know how many entries there were this year?
That's an Andrew Lynn question.
I can find out for you. Give me oh, no, she's put that one in. So that's one to Chanel.
Only one. Yeah, one.
Seven five. She's 2 shots up. Yeah, Alfred. So, sorry, you asked me the question, how many entries there were. Let's have a look.
A little bit of a tactic you can employ too on these greens, especially at this time of the day and early. Probably a bit more. Probably a bit more of a tactic to employ in the first game of the day is if you roll the jack up into that sun, it becomes very hard to judge a distance. If you think you got a better feel for the green, roll the jack up into the sun. It makes it very tough.
544, yeah.
So 544 entries into this competition. Pretty smart. The calendar did get a bit stuffed. A great start, Chanel.
Yeah, good
Did get a bit stuffed up. We put the pairs first and then the singles.
Yeah.
And then we made the decision to change it round because people going into the singles would find a player to play with in the rookies because not everyone in your club can qualify.
Yeah.
And we changed the closing date to the first day of the pairs, essentially. And so people found partners in the games they played against and were able to enter at the time. It was actually worked out quite well. So we end up with 544 entrants into that, and then the pairs there was nearly 300 pairs entered.
Yep.
That's a lot of players, guys. That shows a good healthy session in the rookies.
So you've got nearly 60 short based on those numbers in the singles. 60 players.
Oh, another great shot.
Oh, look, see the way that turned. That's come back sideways. That's a cracker of a shot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the end came back towards it because of the way it fell. It went through 90 degrees and dropped. That's the physics of that are amazing.
I remember you guys commentating on the seam.
Yeah, I did say that earlier.
In one of my games earlier in the year, and actually on the green, and even on there now, I haven't been able to find the seams, but from up here looking down, you can sort of see it.
See one just now, the bowl ran over. It's another one back down.
And
where the red dot is, you can see the seam run through near where the red dot is.
On the next line there,
Yep.
So just a thing I've got. Angela Saff asking if there's scores down the games. Not really at the moment. I can't see the other green, and this isn't being live scored. We'll probably bring that in next year. I can tell you they're all pretty close next door. I don't know who's playing though.
She's all over it again. This is 3 howlers.
I reckon I'd run through there as hard as I could.
I think I would be too.
That's just
I'd be backhand whacking it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Tom Rich, happy birthday, Huxley Rowe, 18th.
Ah, that's probably why he's not here.
That's probably why he's not here. He might be here later on tonight.
Maybe.
That hasn't come through quick enough, I don't think.
Just going under.
Huxley's been playing, or been a member and a part of the junior program here for a long time now. Obviously not much longer because he's 18, but yeah, he's played a lot of CHS lawn bowls and represented the NDBA in some junior 7-a-sides and stuff like that. Huxley's not a bad player actually. I don't think he rates himself enough.
No, that's right. I agree with that. He's got some skills. He's got the
look at that bowl. Yeah.
brilliant.
Well done.
Good shot.
It's got the personality
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it
he's
as well.
pretty calm, cool, collected sort of a dude.
He's a good dude. So Tough here now. This is his last bowl in this end. He's 4 down.
Oh, he's played underneath this.
Yep. 2 shots in his mind. Try to play both.
So that's the thing, as I mentioned earlier, Benny, you remember I said singles, you just got to, whatever you choose to do, you got to do it with conviction. And I don't think he did that with too much conviction then.
So I'm going to wait for them to put the paddles up just to make sure before I hit the save. Yeah, I'd agree. Rushton was quick on the mat too. Just probably needed to sit and think a bit. They're just looking at that back bowl, I think, so it's at least 3.
One thing I've noticed just this morning, there's very few players going up to the head and having a look.
Yeah.
And that's something that I found was really beneficial. I walked up a lot. And I just don't know why they're not doing it, because some of the heads are a bit complicated looking.
Well, that can be a symptom of inexperience, like you say, you know, and a calm, cooler head. I don't think I would necessarily had to look at that one. I would have been lining up with a cannon, mate. Someone would have yelled out, Mount 52 engage, boom.
I probably wouldn't have. I played three big drives in my whole rookies campaign for nil results. So just not my game.
No, you would have attempted to draw that one, mate. You probably would have gone pretty close too, I reckon.
Yeah, I got myself out of strife a few times.
Phil Lubke saying he timed the green both ways, and there's a 2-second difference end to end.
2 seconds, that's
He must
big.
sit there watching, because he does this. Phil, if I just call you out, he does this because he watches all the time. First guy on the stream every time, and he must sit there with a stopwatch.
Yeah,
wherever he's watching from, because it's pretty remarkable.
I hope those ends were over the required distance, that's all I'll say.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Mary Ingram asked how many ends were played. Mary, this is a singles game, so it's 1st to 17. Ends don't matter. I can tell you that they have played 10, but for the state of the competition, it's not, conditions of play here, it doesn't really matter.
Chanel's pinched this one a bit.
Mm-hmm. Geez, that held though.
It did.
Crossing now, but there you go. 2 in the same spot.
There is a bit of breeze out there, but it's probably not having that much effect.
Yeah, this is probably one of the most protected rinks too, because if you are exposed, you're exposed at the left-hand side where we're looking at the screen, which is way over the other end of the green.
Yeah.
Like I said, the clubhouse protects you from this side. The other green protects you from the right. The only breeze you'll get is whatever you get up under the covers where the jacarandas are, just there.
Yeah, swirling there. Yeah.
You can just see a little bit of it there. This one's quicker.
Run into it? No.
Look, she's got the tee covered already. It's not going to be the kill. It's
Just
gone
lost
in.
that one, yeah. So there's still plenty of room here for Paul. He started out well, and I don't know what's going on the last few ends, but
Yeah, it started on fire.
yeah, I
just
would
dropped off.
have backed him in to draw that every
yeah.
end for like the way he started.
Well, I'll tell you what, there it is.
Good rectification
Is that
there.
the commentator's curse we were talking about?
No, it was the commentator's blessing.
This exactly right, the
That's
opposite.
right.
You say he's going to do badly, and all of a sudden
I didn't say he was going to do
No,
badly.
say it has been. That's
No, I
it.
never said that.
No, I'd agree with that. Megan Jones watching for work. Good on you.
Oh, here's a visit. Here's a visit to the head.
Oh yeah, Chanel coming up there for squiz.
First one I've seen all morning.
She's not coming all the way. She's just getting a better view. But if anyone wondering what that patch down at the bottom left is there, that's just sand out of the ditch.
Somebody stomped it onto the green.
It's it. Somebody's put their foot in there and then walked it on. Shouldn't affect too much.
And the hanger's had a coat of paint since last year.
It has, mate. Yeah.
Looks really, really good.
Looks
the
good.
hanger. That's right. It's the hanger.
It's the hanger, mate.
The
Yeah.
Jets.
Yeah. You see the crowds sort of building up a little bit in the second game. We've got a few people on the sidelines here.
Yeah, there is. I'll put that on the screen in a sec. All the players this afternoon it's starting to turn up as well. Obviously not wanting to miss their games. Lee Stinson just off to the right of screen. They're talking to Michael Beaumont. This is pretty good. If he touches Jack, he'll be happy.
Oh, not if he sideswiped it.
Oh, yeah, kick it 90 degrees sideways, yeah, but he was still there.
Some sound effects going on, mate.
Wasn't me.
Sounds like a truck backing up.
It was me. It's my little brother. He should be watching the stream instead of trying to call me. He knows better than that. But there you go. There's some people turning up there. There's Lee talking to Michael Beaumont. Really fantastic facility here at Raymond Terrace. We're in that dome there in the fishbowl.
Have you noticed a few people turning up during the week?
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Rolling up?
Yeah, I said that earlier in the live streams. We've had some people here since Monday, to be honest.
Yeah.
Rolling up, taking advantage of the town and everything it has to offer for a few days, and the club as well. So
it's a good place. It's better than Newcastle.
Well, look, Raymond Terrace gets a bit of a bad rap locally, but I've been here for 21 years now. I've never had a problem, mate. It's a good spot. Although I'm out at Rutherford now. Don't live in the Terrace anymore.
Rutherford? Where's that?
Out past Maitland, mate. Out between Maitland and Lochinvar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what shot. Are you an hour away?
About half an hour.
Oh,
yeah. No, half an hour.
Sure, Chanel.
Half an hour drive every day to work or to play bowls or whatever it is, or to chat with you lovely gentlemen.
Lovely. As you watch this go down, Darren Draper's telling us he really disliked his alphas. He sold them within 18 months.
Yeah.
Half what he paid, but...
Yeah, alphas are... some people like them, some people don't.
So Chanel just crossing there. Probably got the weight nailed. But this is for everyone down at St George's Basin watching. Yep, that's the wrong camera. Let's try this one instead. There's Leanne Darcy and her husband. I've been asked to follow them closely. So there you go, straight away. St George's Basin Bowling Club supporting her, getting there after a little bit of a problem with the other club. So good to see her wearing that shirt. Paul not quite making it there. So look, you're right, he's started... I don't know what's gone wrong.
He started scratching around a bit. I don't know whether he's chopped and changed hands a few times. Certainly makes it hard when you're chopping and changing hands.
He's searching.
Makes it even more difficult when you've got two different paces, two different directions. You've more or less got four different hands. If you're playing, one this one, one that one, it's hard to find a rhythm, hard to find a groove. That's where Chanel, I think, is probably asserted herself a bit, as she seemed to have stuck with one side more.
That's handy.
Close to playing with us at Lawn Park.
Who's that?
Peter Thornton.
Peter Thornton. Yeah. Lawn Park. Been a while since I've been there.
So I'm going to do some work on this camera during the break. I don't think we get much of a break here, but there goes.
So she's going to score again unless she completely mucks it up.
So we are playing first to 17 ends.
First to 17 shots.
Sorry. Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome, mate.
Glad you're here.
We can all make mistakes. It's
we
all
do.
right.
15 things running through my head.
Nice
sure
line again.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's taking off and it's a bit short.
If it sets that bowl, no.
That's a bit short.
Oh, yeah. Geez, they turn so much. It's awesome to watch. I'd love to have a go on this, but it looks like two to me.
You want to go on the other green, mate? It's worse.
Worse?
Well, not worse,
better.
But better. Yeah, it's better. They come back to the centre line via Williamtown.
Oh, I can't wait to get on it again. I'm going to have a social game tomorrow afternoon, so
Yep, so we have social bowls here on a Friday arvo, 2 o'clock starts, men's pairs, nominated pairs, jackpot. Actually, the jackpot's up around $1,300 now.
Oh my goodness, $1,300. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, what time's it start?
2 o'clock.
Right,
Well, whenever
I'm
you
in.
guys finish, so more like probably like 20 past or something.
I'm having a game. I'll sign up. That's a lot of money.
So 2 jackpots, minor jackpot, major jackpot. Minor's at $100 and the major one's at, like I said, close to $1,300.
I missed the paddles. Is that 2?
I don't know. Not sure if you put them up.
Someone on Facebook would tell me they were paying more attention than I was. Brad Lamont, so apparently Paul Kerwin used to play with black bowls, by the looks of that. So I'm pretty sure that was 2. I'm going to put that on the scoreboard. I can change it later if I need. Just knock on the window. Need a stick. So, Leonard's just going to run and knock on the window and ask. It's 1. My apologies. That was 1. So I'll go back and fix that on the scoreboard. That's better. 12-5 now. Chanel all of a sudden, after, we can look at the card. You can look at it on the results portal if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the first 6 ends were won by Paul, and Chanel's won the rest.
Including the 4 and the 3, which set the run in motion.
Yep. So everyone knows. It was 1. I got 1. Thanks, everyone. There's about 10 on there. Perfect.
Oh, who's that ugly fella?
It's the so just pulled up the live streaming schedule and Peter's on it.
I noticed there was a mug shot of me on the pillar of the hanger there.
Oh, really?
I thought it was a wanted thing from something I'd done the night after winning.
Didn't you drive home last night? Oh, no, you chose to stick around, didn't you?
I parked the motor home in front of Lee Schreiner's house and stayed there the
That's
night.
right. That's what I thought.
A very wise move.
That's what I thought you were going to do.
After winning, I come into the club here and found all of a sudden I had 4 or 5 schooners sitting in front of me. And
Yeah. You can't knock back a free schooner.
No, mate, no. The club was really terrific the way they looked after us.
No, it's good to see a bowling club that looks after bowlers, mate. That makes me very happy.
That's one of the things that we'll pride ourselves on, mate. Obviously led from the people at the top and that enabled everybody beneath them to do their jobs, and it's a bowling club, Raymond Terrace Bowling Club.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that.
Oh, just probably won that decision on our own bowl then. A bit of a tighter head than we've seen coming this way again, as you said.
Yes, he's got an opportunity here to make a score, actually. Not going to turn it off.
It wasn't a bad effort in the end. But once again, Chanel, another end.
Yep.
And to me, that just says she's taking control of the match. On the last 6 ends. $13.5. So this puts you in the checkout.
Yeah.
No, the springboard.
The springboard. No checkout jokes, that's right. So a world of work to do for Paul Kerwin. He hasn't won an end in the last 6.
So he led 5-1, didn't he? 5-2?
1, 2, 3, 4. So it was 4-1.
4-1.
And then 5-1. Yeah, so
5-1.
5-1, and then since then went to 5-1 and Chanel's won the rest. It's so interesting watching out the window. You see it on the camera,
That's
how
a
much
good
they
shot.
turn. But watching out the window and watching them actually duck all the way through is just absolutely fantastic.
Geez, these things would be narrow on a grass green.
Look at, you're not wrong. Another good shot though, on it. No, if it's in, I can't. It looks different from the camera to the. To the out the window. Let's see if I can get in a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to help the view.
Played another blindery.
Just a bit runny, but yeah.
I thought that was just going to sit on hers and flop in.
Bit of a side note here, you'll notice that the jack is dead smack on the seam.
Yeah.
Which makes it a little bit tricky at times.
So the seams are running diagonally across the green.
They run across the green, yeah. So if you get, depending on your weight, but you can get on that seam and sort of run along it to a degree. It just depends on your weight.
My uncle Stephen, who travels around the country playing bowls, he's up to, I don't know, he told me last time, 82 clubs or something silly like that. Says that's the biggest problem he has with synthetic is the seams. Yeah. He says he puts a bowl down and they just run down it. But diagonal, I haven't seen diagonal before. I think that's probably a good idea.
Diagonal seams for synthetic, artificial grass.
One in the touch, even to roll her bowl down is a big deal there. But that bowl of Paul's out to the side is pretty wide. Front bowl probably 1.5 foot in front, and Chanel's bowl probably 1.5 foot behind. So it looks like a measure. It's just got some weight on this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he's on a wide line too.
Oh,
no, it's coming back. Oh, what do we know?
Apparently nothing.
Yeah, good bowl.
Quick and wide, but no, it stopped on Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. So Chanel coming down for a look.
Could be some sort of aggression, I reckon.
She may as well. So I'll zoom that in so you can see that seam we're talking about, and he's sitting right on it.
I suppose you get to know just where it is when you're rolling the jack from this end, whereas, like, when I was here, I can't even see the seam, and I remember you talking about it.
Yeah, you can see them, like, when you obviously you know what you're talking about, but on this green they don't affect the bowls all that much. On the other green, because it's a lot older, they've crowned up a little bit more, but on this green they're generally not too much of a deal, except when the jack's in positions like this, then it becomes a little bit different. But yeah, they run them diagonally on synthetic artificial grasses because then you can play both directions. You don't have any seams running up or down the rinks and stuff like that, you know.
But do you guys ever play the other direction?
On this green?
Yeah.
Very rarely.
Yeah, and why is that?
It doesn't play very well the other direction.
Okay. And this one over here, the same?
This one, mostly in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
But it doesn't run as good from the club to the road. We used to play Premier League back in the day from club to road, but the 3 rinks in the middle of the green were quite all right. But when you start getting towards the edges, it's a bit different.
Righto. Yeah.
So Wonder Paul, he's broken that string of ends from Chanel and given himself another chance. 6-13. He's got 7 shots to catch up. Unlimited ends. He can take as long as he wants to do it. But he needs to string a couple back-to-back for confidence, if nothing else.
It would help with the wear of the surface if you could play regular the opposite way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's just unfortunate that you probably only got 2 good rinks on it.
Righto. Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm not complaining. I think it looks great.
Oh, it does. It plays good too. Don't worry about that. It plays good.
Watching it, look at the finish on these bowls. It's magnificent.
Anyway, like I said, these greens will be undercover eventually, fully enclosed, and we won't have to worry about any of this stuff we're talking about.
Really?
Yeah, that's the plan. So, in the master plan that's been out and about for a little while now. I believe they're all in the DA process at the moment. So the plan is that the whole club will get redone, and part of that, I'm not sure whether it's stage 1, 2 or 3, but part of that is enclosing the 2 front greens.
So does that mean the hanger will go?
Well, as you see it now, it will go, yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Make
But
it
it'll be
more like a
replaced
hanger.
by a new hanger.
I was going to say, look more like a hanger.
That's right. Fully inside.
You guys should speak to the Australian Woolmore or see if you can get a jet. There's a couple
Be
of
good, wouldn't it?
couple of spare A4s, A4Ks sitting
Yeah,
around.
it'd
I
be
know
all
that.
right.
Back of your shirt, I think I'm just looking for one. Is an F111.
No,
No, sorry, FA18.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
used to be on the old shirts. New shirts, I'm not sure what it is.
The old FA18. I wonder how many. I know they sold all of those. But yeah, there's some A4s sitting around. I think, waiting for someone like this to pick them up. But Chanel
Good
Chakouche stayed with it enough too.
We'll suspend an FA18 from the roof when we finish. What do you reckon? On the inside.
That'd be the greatest thing on earth. I think that'd be brilliant. They'd put it down on an angle sideways. So you
Yeah,
can
that's
see
right.
it.
Yeah, that'd be sick, wouldn't it?
Put some flamethrowers in the back.
It's a bit cold under here. Turn the heaters on.
Dry the green.
Shot here.
Oh, here we go. He
Good
wants to
shot.
move it.
That's a great bowl.
Yeah.
Clean
Perfect.
Chanel out for 2. What a great shot, Paul Kerwin.
Perfect. So he's put the pressure back on. I reckon I'd be playing the same sort of shot. She's got all the backwood. Now I'd be playing something similar. Yeah, all the backwood here. Shape up on the backhand. Land a bowl. Trail the jack.
She did run a heavy shot down the last one and missed.
Yeah.
So that may affect her confidence.
He just showed her the way though.
Mm.
She's having a crack.
A bit narrow. Oh, I love the idea. That's
Yep.
exactly the idea.
That's the way I drive.
Narrow.
Miss. If it's not narrow, it's wide.
I love the sound of my bowls just crashing in other bowls. It's my favourite sound on earth, actually.
Probably, if there was a criticism of the last bowl she played, she probably missed on the wrong side. She could have missed wide and got a bit of a result off that shorter one. But
Oh, and again, look at those last 2 bowls, Paul Kerwin. That's the confidence. He'll have 3 at least.
well, she's committed now, isn't she, guys?
Yeah. He's got to play it again. Same hand, wouldn't change over. Look,
No,
I mean,
I
it's a
wouldn't.
tempting target there to run through and split those 2, but pointless in the end. She's got to smack into the jack or move
Well-
something around.
Well, by playing the backhand, your bowl's sort of staying in the more chance of staying in the head. If you play the forehand, you're a chance of running away from wherever you move the jack. Or whilst on the backhand, your bowl should be going with the jack.
So you'll be happy to know, Peter, that Kane just won his game again. That's 2 wins for him.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, no, he's bowling well. If he keeps it up, he'll be a real show.
I think she might have changed hands. Yep.
He's going to do what you
Missed it
said.
tight.
Yeah.
No, she missed it tight.
Oh, take that back. He didn't win it. He's just shaking hands for some reason. Sorry, but yeah, Chanel missing wide there. Did change
Narrow,
over.
narrow.
My apologies. Did anyway, she's missed, and Paul Kerwin's got probably 3. Having a close look.
Yeah. Don't know whether she prefers a forehand over a backhand or anything like that. I haven't watched Chanel play all that much, but
Never really seemed to have a run. That's the thing.
I thought I'll just double down on the backhand shot. You play one on the backhand, you make your correction,
Is he holding 3 up there?
2.
3?
No,
No,
3.
there it is.
3.
Yep.
Maybe a little bit of nerves or something, I don't know.
But all of a sudden he's 4 shots down.
Nobody really tested one another they haven't tested one another on the long end yet. They've both been playing sort of similar lengths.
Oops, I'm down again. You have to do some of that camera. But yeah, you're exactly right. They stayed pretty solid on that length.
The jack's nearly in the exact same spot.
All of a sudden he's found it again. Dropped off for 6 ends.
Mm.
I don't know whether he went and had a word to a coach or one of his mates sitting out there. I don't know, but geez, he's here all of a sudden.
Oh, Andrew having a reunion over on the sideline there with Michael Beaumont.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they've been standing there for ages.
Have they? Oh, Lee Stinson subbing in for Chris Green. Two good ones. Oh no, I thought he was inside that. Sorry.
So did I. It just didn't finish differently. I can't pick these alphas at all. She's not giving it good grass. Enough air.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Terrific bowl.
That's a good shot.
See it just get caught up on the seam there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I reckon that's the shot.
Looks it out the window. Well, he's asked the question. We'll find out. Up and down, he says. The marker. Who is that marker?
Chris Kent, mate.
Chris Kent.
Same as the last game.
Same as last game.
Chris Kent,
right.
yeah.
I went and shook his hand and said, well done. I'm trying to make you look as pretty as I can on the camera.
No, Chris is a good club person.
Yeah,
runs our Thursday night galas for us and jumps in when he has to. Helps out with marking and umpiring and.
Where's Lindsay the croissant? I haven't seen him.
John Lindsay.
Yeah,
he'll be here tomorrow, mate. He's already been on Facebook stirring up the pot. Don't worry.
Matty Bear asking, is that Pete on the mic? So g'day to Matty.
Indeed, it is, Matty. Yep.
Yes, Henry Skinner is still up here. David Croft.
Yep.
Henry Skinner. He has his usual chair up at one of the high tables in the fishbowl overlooking Green 2, mate.
And the tables of knowledge that I was told not to move yesterday.
That's it, mate. Henry's got his chair there, mate, and along with Jimmy Walker, and they spend 2 or 3 nights down here a week having their chin wag and a few schooners, so... Pretty close here, isn't he?
Yep. Wants
it up and over.
Need to beat... Oh, he's got the jack.
Oh, up the green. Back up the green. Yeah, I think he might have made 2 of that.
Yeah, rolled back onto it, so Jack might have shot through a little bit, which is not a bad thing. Shot backwards towards the mat, which is, yeah, as I said, not a bad thing in the end. Let's see if I can get a better view of that.
It's made it pretty tough to get to as well.
Yeah, it really has.
So she's 2 down now, maybe 3, 4 up on the scoreboard. Can't really afford... If she's only 2, she can't afford to lose her bowl, of course.
Yeah, it's not really... you wouldn't say there was a heavy shot on, and she's just got to try to outdraw it in the end. Probably down even towards her bowl on the backhand.
Well, there is a good arc back there. You could draw around those short ones and draw a shot. You could draw a toucher around those short ones.
It'd look tricky from the mat.
It would. No, she's going to back herself. Yeah. She knows that she can draw it around there, but...
She does have... Is it a good line? I just saw it start crossing as I was
about
to say. It's pretty close.
Here it comes.
Oh, my goodness.
Good effort.
Jeez. Missed by nothing.
Probably a fraction heavy, but geez, it was a good effort, wasn't it? I like the fact that she backed herself to play a shot around those short ones.
Geez, that was close. That was incredible.
So here comes the judge. What is it? Oh, 2.
It is 2.
Oh, now we've got a game.
Yeah, geez, he's won the last 3 ends.
The ebbs and flows.
5 shots in the last 2 of those ends. 6 shots all up in 3 ends, and he's well and truly back in this chase. And it is a chase to the number 17. They're not ends don't matter. But Chanel winning 6 ends in a row, a 4 and a 3 in those 6 ends, and kicked away to a pretty big score, and now is getting pegged back. It was 13-5.
This is one of the longest ends we've seen.
It is too. Look, Matt's all the way back near the tee at the other end and nearly made the tee, about the same distance away from to the jack to the tee, so it's really good. First time we've seen it, and he's played it pretty well. Yeah, great start.
That's a good start.
Yeah, Bob Smith watching from
East Maitland.
from the USA, actually, from Florida.
Different Bob Smith.
So he doesn't know the rules yet, but he's enjoying watching it. Yep, welcome. It's
Shot. That's a good
well
shot.
done. Had to be a good shot to beat it.
Yeah.
She nailed it.
Yeah. And he's just got caught playing that tight line again. I guess he got some weight.
Not by the looks.
No, see, on this longer length, he didn't miss by much.
What?
Jeez.
How was he bowls hanging that much we're watching? That's insane. I love it. But, Bob, there's a lot of bowls clubs around Florida too, mate, if you're interested. Go and have a go. There's a big bowling community in the US.
Yeah, Florida's got a few bowling clubs. So does California, Orange County, around that area. Got a few bowling clubs as well.
Yeah, Seattle. Around Seattle as well. I was a bit surprised. There's quite a bit. One of our Zone 7 bowlers is heading off to the US on a posting. She's in the Navy. And Kate Carriage. Cartwheels Kate.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's off to the States, and she's already found a bowling club straight away. And we'll have a game out there.
I reckon this is his line. This is the right line for him. Fall back, flop it in. Oh. I think that's a shot.
I reckon he's got it. Yep. One down the court to Chanel.
And with every shot that he draws, it's just that little bit more pressure on Chanel. Because she's on the springboard and can't quite even get a bounce.
Can't get a shot.
No.
Oh, she's given enough grass. Start hooking really heavily
He's
now.
hooking hard.
Oh. Well, she hasn't made it any worse.
Yeah. Just the fear of not reaching when you're down often makes you a bit long, doesn't it?
Yeah, I said that in the first game too, Pete. You sort of have a tendency to overcook those ones.
Darren Draper saying that I'd be driving at that. Yeah, probably.
You would?
No, not at that. Not in that head. No, I only got one in the head and trying to move it out.
He can't. She can't drive at this.
She can't. She's got the tee. No, he's got the tee. Sorry.
He's got the tee. Yeah, she plucks her own out. She's 3 down, maybe even 4. This would be a draw shot, and she needs it too, Chanel. It's just last few ends have gotten away on her.
Look, she certainly has the grass. She knows where to deliver it. She just needs to nail the weight on this one.
She's nailing the grass. She's been pointing him in the right direction most of the game. She's out good again. She's out very good again.
Looks a bit heavy as well.
Yeah, it's strong.
Yeah, it's a bit heavy.
So another one. Another one to Paul Kerwin. So it's 13-12.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts around now. Paul's got the momentum and Chanel's feeling the pressure.
You can see by almost the slow walk to the head. Yep. Ebbs and flows this game. The momentum really swings. Yeah, thanks, Rod Seymour. Thanks, mate. We're having a good time here bringing it to you. We're bringing you the 2023-24 rookie singles final. We're in round 2. I think you're watching section 2, but that is irrelevant at the moment, between Chanel Chakouche, as you'll see on the screen, and Paul Kerwin. Chanel from St John's Park. I should have fixed that at the start. And Paul from Parks Trail.
SJP.
That's right. I'll fix that right now as I go back through the competitions.
So shorter length coming in this direction.
It is, isn't it?
I don't know whether, like I said, whether that's a tactic. I did mention that that's not a bad tactic to play in these types of greens. Not
one
sure
long,
if
one
he's
short.
yeah, sort of play longer on the quicker end and shorter on or the other way around, but just hard to get into a rhythm with your weight. Good shot.
Yeah, mashed up at the back there. They both run about a metre about a metre long, looking at that. What was I doing? I was fixing this, that's right. Yeah, that's good too. Look at that. Now the weight just ran past it a little bit. So lots of players turning up now, mate.
Sorry, mate.
Lots of players turning up now.
Yeah,
lots
there's
of people
quite a
walking
few
around.
people around, yeah.
I saw Andrew Lynn walking past with a couple of toasties.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh, God. He'll have lunch later, too. We've got one of our gentlemen up behind the rink partaking in a restaurant meal right now, actually. You can see him flapping his arms around up there. Yeah, the old food in the restaurant here at Raymond Terrace is pretty fair, I must admit. If you're in the area for a lunch or anything like that, $13 members lunch specials. Bolo Burger is highly recommended.
Bolo Burger.
Oh, yeah, mate. I'm
Righto.
telling you, it's good.
On my way.
Well, I'll be giving it a crack later. So.
Or if you're a chicken schnitzel fan, I guarantee you'll get plenty of chicken schnitzel.
Wow, that's as soon as this game finishes, I'll be over there. All right, let's see if that fixed that problem. There we go.
So, Paul's in the ascendancy at the moment. He's got the momentum. He's getting the closer bowls in the head more consistently.
Looks like he's got another one in there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a different man.
Yeah. The momentum is
Great
certainly
shot.
shifted, I tell you. But she has a good shot on here. Contact on the shot bowl should kick it to hers.
Mm-hmm.
And she's coming to have a look.
Slowing the game down is not a bad idea either. Paul isn't messing around on the mat, knows what he wants to deliver, and he's just throwing it. And doing it well, by the way, all of a sudden. But Chanel slowing down, having a look. Maybe a bit of maturity above her, what you'd expect for someone 15 years old.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things that go on around the bowls as well, like as far as psychology goes, tactically. Changing the speed that the other player's playing, that's one of those things. Or attempting to change the speed they're playing at.
So here's the thing. That scoreboard down there is different to what I've got here.
Oh,
And we've been
she's
following this
close.
close.
She's close.
Oof.
Oh, bad luck.
That scoreboard down there says 14-13.
Well, I'll go and check if you like.
It's okay. I'll trust what the marker's got, without a doubt.
We
I'll
might
just-
have missed a couple of ends, maybe.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised by that, but that's all right. I can fix that very quickly, just like that. And then I thought I was going all right. Clearly not. So
You were obviously distracted.
3.
Oh my goodness, that's a huge 3. It's
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
16-14.
is definitely the score, and Paul Kerwin 1 shot away from victory. Chanel Chakouche needs 3 to win.
So Chanel led 13, what?
13-5 at one point.
13-5.
14. It was 14-5 probably in the end, and yeah, it's not gone well for her since then.
She's only just missed a couple of shots, though, that could have made her numbers. So,
Oh,
as long as she maintains her confidence, she could pick up a score too and put herself right on the end of the springboard.
It's all about just having one close every end.
Paul started well.
This one should be a bit narrow. Should just turn sideways here. There it goes.
Mm-hmm. This has been a remarkable game to watch. I thought Chanel was going to, in the end, when she won those 6 in a row, I thought she was on the way to a pretty big win.
So did I.
Has not gone that way since. Paul playing just magnificent bowls, mature, good thinking bowls, and getting close all the time, just like that.
And I'm starting to believe that it is a tactic, Ben. He's longer this way, shorter the other way. That's been the way the last 3 or 4 ends.
Mm-hmm. John Lindsay asking if he needs to bring the lolly jar tomorrow.
Yes, John, bring your lollies. Don't put him anywhere near Andrew Lynn. I know what he's like with lollies.
She was talking about Matty Bouse stealing all his lollies. Andrew's got
Well, Bouse will be here tomorrow too,
That's it.
John, so make sure you bring a bucket.
Another good bowl coming down here.
Yes, all right, now, I'd be tempted just to go for it. You either win or you lose, or you win, but you go dying by the sword.
That's it. We're certainly drawing in here. She's got a lot of turn left. Tell you what, this turns a bit more and rests on that back one. She'll be happy.
Oh, bad luck.
But, okay, now, hear me out. She has a chance to win the game herself here.
Mm-hmm.
She's game down. She has a chance to win the game by putting the jack in the ditch over near her 2 bowls.
Couldn't agree more. The draw's not working
You either
for
lose or you win.
her. That's it. The draw's not working for her. Give it another go.
I would. But I think he's onto it, Paul.
Yeah.
He's onto it.
He hasn't got a
Doesn't wanna
direct line
lose
to
it.
you, has he?
Doesn't want to
Lennon?
lose it.
Oh, he's in the ditch. Yeah, it's gone in the
Oh,
ditch.
dear.
Well, I'd be playing this, Ben. I'd be playing this for sure. What are you? You'd be drawing it, I know. You'd be drawing it.
Where did we draw
Only
it?
because I'm not good at weight, but
Don't know what she's trying to do.
she's going to
here.
try and rest the
Well,
back,
she's given it-
rest the back bowl.
It's less grass.
It's less grass, so you'd like to think she's kept the same weight. Trail the jack clean, will she?
She's
Trail
close.
the jack
She's
clean.
close.
Trail the jack. Oh,
Chanel Koosh, what a
so-
magnificent shot. Just unlucky not to hit it fat.
Dear.
I think she's just lost the game, though. That was
Oh,
a
my
great
God.
effort. What a great effort.
Very, very good.
That was fantastic. What a great that shot. The confidence to play it as well, as you said. Just to move, wanting to move Jack back and win the game. Went down by at least one shot there, but it doesn't matter. It's all over. Paul Kerwin from Parks Rail wins over Chanel Koosh from St John's Park. Apologies for that. Gentlemen,
Thanks
what a
for,
game.
thanks
Was
for
a good
inviting
game.
me
Thank
up,
you.
guys. It's been really good.
It's been an absolute pleasure having you here, Peter, and
Ben,
well done on your victory
good on you,
last
Pete.
time. And
Good on you.
Cheers, mate.
I hope you're the guy that gets to put the medal over the winner's neck this time. I think that'd be a pretty good thing.
Oh, well, I got my medal here. I want a photo of, if Kane's lucky enough to win it, of me congratulating him on the green. It'd be really good.
That'd be good,
Yeah,
wouldn't it? It'd
would
be good. I'll put that up down at the Malua Bay Club without a doubt. And Lennon, thanks, mate. Thanks
No worries.
once again. And guys, we'll be back. I think there's a little lunch break here, potentially. If not, keep an eye on the social media channels of Bowls New South Wales. That's the Facebook page and the YouTube page. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It has been an absolute pleasure bringing you these games. We'll see you next time.
Go the Jets.